So in this video, I'm going to share the most realistic advice that I can give in order for you to start getting coaching clients literally this week, if not today. And I want you to stay tuned because in just a minute, I'm going to share with you an exact text that you could use starting today in order to start getting clients. Let me ask you this. Do you feel called to coaching and do you get super excited at the idea of being your own boss? And have you recently launched your coaching business, or maybe it's been a while, but you still are not getting clients? You're just like wondering, how can I get some more clients? Because of course you want to help people. You feel called to do this work. You want to help people. I've been there and I've done that. And that's why I feel called to make this video. Over the last decade of, my life, I have learned some lessons along the way. One, it was not because of lack of certification. It wasn't lack of having a website. But I will tell you this, I had a conversation like this with someone one day that changed everything. In 2015, when I got certified and I launched my coaching business, I got clients right away. Within my first 30 days, I had my first couple clients. It was amazing. But as time goes on, you start looking around and you see all these other coaches with all these other clients. And you're just like wondering, where are they getting all these clients? And I would look around and I'm like, what am I doing what am I not doing that they are in order to get these clients? One of the very first things you need in order to get more clients, you have to have confidence and belief that you can help someone other than yourself. Why do you need this confidence and belief? Because if you don't feel that you can do this, or you're not sure and you're, wondering and guessing, then nobody else will believe it either. We can all smell doubt and fear and insecurity a mile away. People don't hire the most certified, qualified person. They don't. They hire the person who has the most confidence and conviction. Just being certified doesn't always qualify you as a good coach. The best thing you can do is go get the experience. I think there's a few ways you could do this. This is one of my absolute favorite ways. I've done it for the last few years. It's truly amazing. I want you to pick up your phone. You can either call people personally, or I say text. I love texting because it's fun. You can put it in a ChatGPT. You can put it in your words, your verbiage. You can also add emojis that match your personality and make it fun and personable. And I love it. And so I want you to write a really great text, and I'm going to help you in a second, that will invite someone into a complimentary coaching session. And you can do this. You can do 5 people. You can do 10. You can do 50. It doesn't really matter. You choose what you need to build your confidence, because confidence comes from what? What do they say? It comes from actually doing the thing. So here's what you're going to say. This is what your text is going to say. Something similar to this. You can make it your own. Hey friend, I'm opening up a few spots for something special and I thought of you first. I'm offering a free or complimentary 50-minute breakthrough coaching session. It's a focused one-on-one conversation to help you get unstuck, gain some clarity, create a simple plan for whatever is next in your faith, life, or business. No pressure. No sales, just real support. If you'd love one of these spots, text me back, yes, and I'll send you the details and we'll connect. Would love to serve you in this way. I guarantee you, if you type this up, make it your own today and send it out to 10 people, you are going to get some yeses. And there you have your very first few new or fresh new clients that you can now speak to, talk to, get to know, and get to understand the problems that your client is dealing with. I want you to make sure to come back. I want you to do that today. Come back in the comment section later, in a few days, whatever. Let me know how it works out. I guarantee you it's going to get you some fresh new clients. Here's the other thing is, after you've done that and they say yes, now they're familiar with your coaching. Now they're familiar with you, what you do, your business. I want you to have something to offer them after this. So it could be a group program. So for example, last year in the spring, I hosted a women's event. At the event, I sent around a sign-up sheet in order for people to sign up for a 5-week course that I was going to be hosting. And then after that 5-week course, you offer them the next. Because like I said in my previous videos, if you do an amazing job and you serve people well, they will keep signing up for your next thing and your next thing and your next thing, because they're going to want more and more from you every single time. Step number 2, in order to get clients, you have to be seen as a leader. You have to become an authority in your field, whatever topic it is: health, midlife, menopause, vegetarian, whatever it is that you're doing, you must be seen as the expert, the authority, and the leader. Why do you want to be seen as a leader? Because people don't hire equals. They just don't. They're going to hire someone who knows more than them. You don't want to be seen as someone who's trying to be a coach. They follow the expert. They follow the leader. So for example, it's like when you go on an African safari. So think of yourself, your clients, your future clients, they're signing up for an African safari, and you are the safari leader because you've been down this road. You know where to warn them, where the potholes are in the safari, where to tell them where the spiders are and the snakes, and you can tell them when the tiger's going to jump out at them, because you are the leader. You are the guide. And so when you are the guide, people will follow you. So how do you start behaving and sounding and becoming a leader? You have to start speaking with authority and conviction. Here's the thing. You got to share your opinions with people. Like, even if they're not popular opinions, you're going to have to do it. Be willing to take a stand and speak out. Years ago, in like the early 2015, 2016, something like that, when I first launched my business, I was a member of a very, very well-known women's organization, and they would have several, like 3 to 5 events a month. I would go to this workshop. I'm a Christian coach. I'm a Christian believer. I believe in God. But where I live in Portland is very woo-woo. If you want to know what that means, it's new age, new thoughts, new beliefs, like very granola, whatever. So I went to this event, this workshop, and there was probably like 30 women there, I would say. So you go around the room and you take your turn. And when it comes to your turn, the leader of the group wanted you to be woo-woo. And they even said, we're like a little woo-woo. And so when you had to ask your question, you had to open up your question with a very weird ritualistic thing. I won't do it here right now, but it was just against everything I believed in. And so when it came to my turn and my question, I spoke out. I said, I'm so sorry, but I don't really believe in doing the woo-woo thing. And so I'm just not going to do that. And I'm going to ask my question anyway. I just spoke out about it. And I will tell you, immediately after that event, when it was over, I gained 2 new clients right after that event, because they were like, I'm so glad you said something. I'm so glad you spoke out. Thank you for doing that. I just feel like you're a leader. You're someone I want to learn from. And so I want to talk about working together. Be bold, be willing to stand out, be willing to take a stand for what you believe in. So the third thing I would do is build a brand. And I'm sure you hear this all the time, and I'm just going to simplify it. Honestly, I think people overcomplicate it. What is a brand, Nina? Well, it's super easy. It's basically you. It's you, it's your personality, it's your values, it's your beliefs, it's your convictions, it's your voice, right? The words that you use that come out of your mouth, it's how you treat people, it's your reputation, and then you add an aesthetic to it. So you're going to add your personal aesthetic. And honestly, with Chat GPT now, you can do this in a matter of minutes. Decade ago, it took a little bit longer, but now you can do it so quick and easy. Why do you need a brand? Because this is how people are going to recognize you. This is how people will see you. Like, even when you're on YouTube, people are like, your thumbnails should somewhat have a common theme. That way, when people see you come across their desktop, their screen, whatever, they recognize your brand. They recognize your face, their colors, the font, just, whatever, they recognize you. So how do you create a brand? Like I said, it's your personality. I will tell you, you can see this is me. I like pink. I like soft colors. I like gold. I like sparkles. I like bright things. That is my personality. If someone came to my home, they're going to go, wow, you really live your brand. Are you outdoorsy? Are you rugged? Are you a rebel? What is your personality? Don't overcomplicate it. Just start with something. Start with where you're at and you're good to go. Real quick, before we go on to number 4, I do have a gift for you. It's a guide, 5 easy ways to get coaching clients. These are real practical ways. I personally have done them myself. Other people have done them. My clients, my students, members, they have all done this along the way. And I promise you they work. So definitely download that today. It's totally free. And I think you'll love it. Number 4, you're not ever going to get clients if nobody knows who you are, if you are invisible. You do have to be visible somewhere. Why is that? Because if nobody knows you exist, then how would they hire you? I actually grew my business for a decade on Facebook. That was my brand. That was my business. I had a community. I had a following. I had a reputation. Here's what happened is I lost my Facebook. It got hacked very quickly. My business started dwindling. People usually hire people they see over and over and over again. So if you're not visible, you're probably not getting clients. How do you become visible? You have to just show up somewhere consistently. It can be in a million places. You just have to do it, show up, and be consistent. How do you be visible? So you just got to pick something. Pick a platform, whether it's Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. Maybe it's a podcast of your own, or maybe you are just putting yourself out there as a podcast guest. Maybe you are just going to local networking groups. You can totally do that. Maybe you are speaking at events because a lot of people have dreams of speaking. Messy visibility beats perfect visibility every day. This is our final tip, but I'm going to tell you this is one of the most important of all. Tip number 5 is caring more. And what I mean by that is we are called as Christians to serve. So I'm talking about serving. I'm talking about being genuine. I'm talking about being compassionate and sincere, but you want to be different. You want to stand out. You want to under promise and over deliver. If you say you're going to give a 50-minute session, do a 60-minute. Like that is under promising, over delivering. That is serving your clients and with their best interest in mind. Remember this is huge. People are not going to remember what you say. They're not going to remember what you do, but I promise you they will always remember. So wherever you are and whatever you do as this leader, expert, authority, coach, people will always remember how you make them feel. I really want you guys to send that text out today. Literally, I promise you, create that text, send it out to 10 people, and let me know in the comment section. Put a number down below. How many people said yes? How many new clients did you get? And don't forget, if you want to start getting more clients, grab that guide below in the description box. 5 easy ways to get coaching clients. I promise you'll love it. And until next time, I will see you in my next video.